our immediate past president, Hilary Kosloske.
Alan's a tough act to follow, but I will say 70 years ago, I wasn't here. I'm just saying. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's really nice to be standing up here as immediate past president. The name of our synagogue, Temple Emanuel, does not have the letter I. There is no I when we look back over the history and certainly over the last 2 years. Rather, we can look back at what we have conquered, navigated, and achieved as a whole community. Let's begin with July 1, 2020. One word, COVID. The COVID journey at Temple Emanuel begins with us going into a shutdown. Our challenge, keeping our community together while apart, preparing for a possible remote high holy days, upping our game with technology, reaching out to our community with creative and innovative ideas. To spotlight some of our achievements, we implemented live stream, which I don't think any of us had heard of before, Facebook Live, live control for remote monitoring for virtual services and programs. We introduced drive-through to-go boxes for High Holy Days. Does anyone remember how special that was? And for Purim. We introduced small groups to meet virtually and create interest groups. We did fundraising virtually with a diversity of activities. We introduced the weekly Staying Connected to include video messages from the Rabbi. And we had touch points for every temple member with cards and calls from the board of directors. Moving from COVID to administration and religious school, a committee was formed to study and evaluate how we operate from administration and operations. The result, we hired our first executive director, Jeff Morgan. Religious school hiring of Becky DePalma as our religious school director to enhance and grow our religious school student population curriculum and madrachim. We hired Bruce Stein to be our office administrator and help. And we hired a full-time engagement coordinator, Ben Breakstone, now replaced by Hillary Goldberg. And if we didn't have a full plate, we added a rabbinic search committee to begin looking for a new rabbi. Focus groups were formed to gather input from congregants. Using input from the search committee and the focus groups, we created a magnificent application to submit to the CCAR and the URJ. It showcased our temple while highlighting our priorities and our needs. Hours upon hours were spent by the search committee designing interview questions and format, reviewing rabbinic applications, virtual interviews, second interviews, and on-site interviews. And you know the end result, Rabbi Charlie. As we prepared to welcome Rabbi Charlie and his family, we also prepared to say goodbye to Rabbi Mark. A weekend of activities were planned to honor him with another committee leading this charge. Other memorable achievements in the last 2 years: a committee was chartered with looking at and designing a plan for Menorah Valley, with great thanks and gratitude to Mike and Wendy Brenner. Another committee was chartered with looking at the current yahrzeit boards and finding a suitable replacement because we were out of space. We re-engaged our security committee. We initiated a volunteer appreciation luncheon, which now has become an annual event and a fun event. And we had a Board of Governors retreat to review and revise our mission, vision, and value statements, which would become a cornerstone of our application to the CCAR for our rabbinic search. 2020 through 2022 presented us with opportunities and challenges from spiritual, social, educational, and operational. We navigated through challenging times that for many synagogues would have been a breaking point. We stayed focused and strong with resilience. We showcased our sense of community and commitment to our beloved temple and our temple community. And today, we have warmly welcomed and embraced our new rabbi, Rabbi Charlie. We have enjoyed a renewal and a recharge with our reopening, and we are Temple Emanuel. Shabbat Shalom.
Beautiful. Thank you.